Now, I'll proceed to look at
a letter dated 3rd January 2020 and signed by IGP James Opombuenu lists 12 top hierarchy police officials, stating their current positions and reassigning them. Notable among them is COP Tiwaa Addo-Danquah, who lost her position as Director General of Criminal Investigative Department, CID. She is now Director of Welfare for the Police Service. COP Tiwaa's reassignment is significant following her handling of the missing Tiwaa Addo girls case. Many called for her head even as her name popped up for the IGP position last year. No official reason has been assigned for her removal, but Joy News sources close to her say she was called in at 4:45 p.m. on Friday to the IGP's office, where in her presence the transfer order was signed after she was told her services are needed for several other police welfare projects. Our sources say she feels concerned her initiatives, including case tracking software and forensic lab projects, may be discontinued. Tiwaa was appointed the first female CID boss in January 2018. She would later be promoted to the Commissioner of Police rank in April 2019, barely 2 years after her promotion to Deputy Commissioner of Police in November 2017. COP Tiwaa Addo-Danquah is replaced by COP Yeboah, who was Director General of Police Administration. From a previous position as Northern Regional Commander, COP Yeboah replaced COP Kofi Boakye as the Ashanti Regional Commander in 2017. A notable incident during his tenure was a known vigilante group storming a Kumasi Circuit Court to free 13 of their members who were facing trial for causing mayhem at the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council. COP Yeboah's new position as the Director General of CID requires redeeming the image of the police investigative body, considering the massive public outrage against the office following the missing Tiwaa Addo girls saga last year. Other notable names among those reshuffled are Director General of Police Public Affairs, DCOP David Eklu, who was only recently promoted to his current rank. DCOP Eklu heads to the police hospital as administrator. Former Western Regional Commander under whose watch the Tiwaa Addo kidnapping suspect escaped and was rearrested subsequently, DCOP Redeemer Dejo, is now Director General of Police Professional Standards Bureau. COP Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare, whose position is now being occupied by COP Tiwaa Addo-Danquah, is now Director General of Police Administration. COP Christian Tete Yohuno moves from Director General MTTD to Director General Special Duties, while COP Beatrice Zakbat Vip Sanziri takes over the MTTD Director General duties. The others include COP Alex Amponsa Esiama, who's moved from DG Services to DG ICT, and COP Alphonse Edouard-Mankwa as Head of Private Security Operations from his position as Eastern Regional Commander. He is replaced by COP George Alex Mankwa, who was Director General Operations.
So on Wednesday, this shake-up took effect. The reassignment has seen COP Tiwaa Addo-Danquah, of course, move to Welfare Department. And if you've been playing on social media, you probably may have come across a message that she sent to the people that she used to work with as CID boss. But I still have with me in studio the chair of the Defense Interior Committee Parliament, Mr. Seth Ichampo, who is also a member of Parliament for Prior. So I just want to ask, in terms of the changes that has now taken effect, what are the expectations?
I think the police service still remains a police service. It's an administrative action by the police management, and
strictly by the police management.
With certainly such changes would have to go through. Will be discussed at police council meetings, so because they necessarily have control and offer direction by law. So it is a matter that is discussed, but it's an administrative function, and I think it is not so. I see it as just strategy, re-strategizing policing, and so it's a good thing for the country.
The thing with Tiwaa that got a lot of people talking obviously had to do with the Tiwaa Addo girls. and her handling of the issue in general. The families have said with the new change, they expect that there will be fresh investigations into the issue. What do you make of that call?
I think the police service still remains the police service, and I would beg all of us. Mami Tiwaa is one of us. She's a Ghanaian, and she's a police officer, like any other police officer. I worry when we judge people's stewardship so much. Not necessarily you.
Well, if you put in a place like that, people would certainly hold you to account, and if they feel that you haven't handled a certain issue well.
We are free to make our comments. I cannot bar any person from making their comments. But when it comes to that institution and a professional institution of that as such, we are too judgmental, and sometimes it saddens me on the way we are. I listened to the report, which was just played out, and one that touched me so much was about this change in trying to redeem the image of the unit. I found it a bit, forgive my language, a bit offensive, because it's as if all that the unit has been doing all these years is not being noticed. It is not only the kidnapped girls. That was the job the CID undertook. They undertook a lot of exercises, and they won a lot of them. But I always emphasize on this matter. You do good 95%, and you do bad for 2.5%. And the report of the 2.5% is over and above your 95%. So you are giving a 2.5 dissenting opinion. And that is a very sad part of our stewardship.
From what you said as chair of a critical committee in Parliament, do you see this matter being opened up again in terms of the new CID boss finding an interest because of the position of the families to take a look into the matter again in terms of the kidnapped girls?
Knowing the police service as a police service, this matter is not closed. The matter is never closed. They still...
How is the matter never closed? Since
because they are still working, yes.
The service has confirmed that the girls died and brought remains. Maybe I should ask you, where are we in that matter?
Certainly, you're making a very good point here. They would, at the time, offer answers as to the expectations of the time. In the exigencies, they need to come up with some news to us, and they came up with news to us. That does not mean the docket is closed and they have left the matter. No, they are still investigating. They are still investigating, and that is the security.
What else are they investigating? They've already concluded that the girls are dead.
Yes.
And they brought the remains.
Yes, but daily we still have other matters that are related. Investigations are still ongoing.
You know, we're talking about this obviously because of the work of the CID, and this was a matter that was on all of our hearts. The people that we were looking at in terms of punishing for the crime, any updates?
It's truly the last time. We are seriously working with our neighbors in the sub-region, because it is a matter which is cutting across borders. It's not only here that the operatives are working on, and it's happening in the sub-region. So it has become a sub-regional threat. And unfortunately, the sub-region is now seriously under threat. The major threat is terrorism. And kidnapping comes. Kidnapping was not as we witnessing it today. It was within a particular neighborhood. It's now spread across. So it's become a very major concern for all of us. And the fight against kidnapping is very, very high. All those who are involved, I believe, by the close of the year, you would see some more arrests, because more leads are arriving at the desk of the police, and they are tailing them.